Hello everyone, this is Kuldeep from Justiceof. Welcome to a new video on Business Central for warehouse management. Today I'm going to show you how you can create bins in Business Central. So we will start in the zones. So I've already created zones here as you can see in my warehouse. So this is the East warehouse and this is where I'll be creating the different bins that I need. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on bins up here and you can see here we've got the different options where you will need to then come and fill in the information. Now, if on your Business Central platform you do not see the different columns that we've got here, you can always choose to personalize and customize the view that you've got. And you can do so by clicking on the settings up here and clicking on personalize. I also have another video that I've made on that, so you can go ahead and check it out. The link is in the description down below. Okay, so what you are first going to do is you are going to give it a code. So I'm just going to give it one code here. It's not necessary for you to have a description right now. You can see the zone code has already been taken as well as the bin ranking. Now, when it comes to the warehouse class code, you will see we've got the two options here, which is cold or frozen. Now, I want to show you how you can actually match items with the warehouse class code so that when you select a specific warehouse class code here, the system will automatically identify the specific items that will fit in that category. So we are just going to search for items and I am going to open the list of items. I'm just going to select one of the items that we've got here. And if you scroll down to the warehouse section, you can see here we've got a warehouse class code, and this is where you can select the cold or frozen option. Now, if I go ahead and click on cold, what this will do now is this indicates to the system whenever I'm creating a bin with the same warehouse class code, then this item can be taken into consideration. So this is how you can go ahead and add the warehouse class code for all of your items in your list of items on Business Central. So let's go back to the zone. So I'm just now going to click on call here, and then we've got the bin type code again, whether it is pick, put away, put pick, and so on. Again, it is not necessary for you to have that information right now, but if you want to put it, you can. Then we've got the special equipment code. So this is important, for instance, if there are items like in this case, we've got the forklift. So if in your warehouses items are high, so you need a forklift or any other special equipment to get to those items, then you will need to indicate that here. So as you can see, I already have the option to have a forklift, which I've selected. And what I also want to just quickly touch upon is how we can play a little bit based on this special equipment code. So if we search the location, and I'm just going to open one of the locations that we've got here, and we scroll down to the bin policies, you will see here we've got the special equipment option that then you can choose based on the two options that we've got on Business Central, which is according to bin or according to the SKU. So if it is according to bin, so this mostly is about, for instance, items that are high in the warehouse, so you need like a lift or a forklift to reach them. And then the according to SKUs is, for instance, heavy items that require other special equipment for management. So this is how you go about to play with the bin policies when it comes to the special equipment. We're going to go back, and then we're going to come back later. And then we've got the maximum weight, which I'm just going to put a number here, and the maximum cubage as well. Now, when it comes to those numbers, you don't need to put the units. So for instance, you don't need to put like kilograms or grams or whatever, because the unit of measure has already been internally agreed within your company and your team and your warehouse. So everyone is aware that when you are going to write the number here, it is that specific unit of measure that you guys are working with. Now, again, when it comes to the weight and the cubage, we can really put some specifics based on that. So we're just going to go back to location quickly, and then I'm going to open one of the location, and you can see here again in the bin policies section, we've got the bin capacity policy. So here we've got three different options that you can choose. So the first one is to never check the capacity. Then we've got the allow more than capacity and the prohibit more than the maximum capacity. Now this is important for you to come and put here into the bin policies, because then this will allow the system, whenever you are creating a new bin, to check if based on the weight and the cubage, can it really accommodate any new items, and based on the weight of the items as well, how it will work out. Now, I am mentioning weight of items. So how do we do that? We are just going to go and search for items. Okay, so we've got the list of items. So let's say I've selected one of these items, and you can see here, you can click on the three small dots and it will give you the units of measure. So once you open that, you will see here it's already got the different code and the quantity per unit, and as well as the cubage and the weight. So you can see here one bag, what is the height, what is the width, what is the weight, what is the cubage. You also got other unit of measure here, which is pieces. Now, let's say you want to add another unit of measure. Now, let's say we've got a box, and let's say one box, and let's say the weight is 36 multiplied by 500. So you can see here it is a big box, so it has already calculated the weight of that box. You can do the same for the cubage here, and you can add any other details based on the height, the width, or the length. Now, again, based on that, the system will now be able to use that information along with the bin policies where we added the bin capacity information. So the system will be able to use both of those information to make sure that the item that we are going to put in the new bin that we are creating is going to fit in that bin, so that there is enough capacity for the warehouse, for the bin to welcome that specific item. Now we're just going to go quickly in here back again into the zone. So I'm just going to create a new one. I'm going to keep this one empty, and I'm just going to change the bin ranking to 20. Now, the bin ranking, this really determines the urgency of the bin that you've created, and the higher number that you are going to put, the more urgent it is. So that is why I've changed the number, and also it shows you that you can have different bin rankings for the same zone in your warehouse location. So there you have it, guys. Just a quick video to show you how you can create bins in Business Central. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.